been before Benin. Why? There was a recent discovery, the Moko artifact, the graveyard that they discovered.
Yeah.
And the way the ancient Kemets used to bury their king was how they discovered the burial ground.
Yes.
With bronze and the rest of. Now, why did they find gold? It's because gold not did this part.
It's true. And also, I think in our own tradition, in the ancient time, we want to bury high chief. They would not lie them in states, like lie them straight. They sit on a traditional
Some
stool.
they sit, some they lie down. Like in Nubia, why? If this word you said now, we make a lot of people now believe when I tell them that this place is not we get here. This place was empty. Nobody lived here.
This was the promised land.
We ran from war down here. You get that? We ran from war down here, and then you find out that the intricacy, the detail placed while making the Iboku ornaments and artifacts, they were so complex that people were thinking that not a human being do one. And the only part of the world you will go to that people still marvel how men were able to build is Kemet and Kush, which is Egypt.
Egypt, yeah.
There's no other place. If you go to the terracotta of the Nok Empire, have you heard of the Nok Empire?
Yes, the Nok Empire.
You don't know about the Nok Empire?
I think Kaduna side, northern side.
One of the reasons why I said you cannot be pursuing spirituality without knowledge. And I tell you what, it's always better you pursue knowledge before any other thing, because with knowledge you are able to decipher the Babalawo you are going to go and meet.
That's correct.
And the ideology of Babalawo is so barbaric and is already ingrained in us that if you don't look like what it's portrayed, you are fake. And so they expect Babalawo to be in the bush, stuff like that, misbehave and lie to you. And I will tell you with every sincerity of my heart, over 80% of people that call themselves Babalawo, they're not Babalawo. It not be recently, that means no say that they learn.
They are recently now. They learn Ifa.
Because is there everybody that went to school that became
He even do
success?
graduation ceremony on top.
But the question is there everybody that went to school and became a success? But I will tell you that often time in Africa, this is a very big secret I'm revealing. Often time in Africa, often time in Africa, people who are born with deep spiritual insight don't get comfortable going to school. Rather, they are given access to the original gene that was transferred from Enki to mankind, which is the gene of innovation. Meaning, someone did not go to school, but we look at the eyeglass you are wearing, and he will fabricate it so nice, you will wish it's the same layback that made the eyeglass you're wearing. They did not go to school to go and study architecture, but they will look at the building and they will be able to design it, build it from the scratch, and start talking to you. And most times when you meet these people, you ask them, how do you know this thing? They will say, I don't know. I just look at it and I start doing it. Why? Because they carry the original innovation gene that Enki gave to mankind. Whereas those who don't have that spiritual insight, they went to school, they did everything they did, and they came back not being successful. Because the original plan of education as created by the Greek and Roman is August Mosma, the record noise they come from there. The original plan of education as orchestrated by the Romans and Greek was for you to hear, cram, and recite. And so you hear something like the Ohm's law of elasticity. Provided the elastic limit is not exceeded, the extension A and the elastic material is directly proportional to the force applied. You hear laws, the Hooke's law of elasticity, you hear the Newton's law, you hear all of those laws. So we read, and I have a younger brother that he brain is so sharp, he can define, he can do mathematics and the rest of and the rest of. And I have a friend while we were still in the university, he carried education for head, he carried formulas for head. Now say go laboratory. Sometimes carry oga. But guess what? I'm way more successful than him. Not that I'm way more as successful. After our education, after our graduation, I had access to study at Harvard, access to study cytology at Cambridge, and went ahead to study clinical psychology at Harvard. I don't know what I'm saying now. Why? Because the fact I did not pass well when I did not pass well for university. I know the high down. I not pass well. Why? Because even right from small picking, the first time when I get the highest position, you know the highest position I got in my lifetime was third. I know I get that third position. My younger sister can't join me for village, and he was coming from Asaba. The people who come from Asaba, they're very, very intelligent, and I'm senior now. And that time when we was small for secondary school, it is expected that because you be elder, you're supposed to know book pass your younger one. So if your younger one can't pass, wahala dey. And I was so meek that when my younger sister came, I said, why would she repeat SS1 when I know that the girl is very, very smart? So why not just join my class? So she joined SS2, as I entered SS2. No more playing football, because I was so smart. That I knew that I'm not good in doing exams. So I will be organizing football match. I will be deceiving my friends to be playing games. So they thought because they were beating me academically, I was dull. But indirectly, the teachers saw me at a different light. That my English teacher used one word, that you are wicked. You know you cannot pass. You make every other person become dumb. That when they mark our exam and they fail, and others they fail, but they will become first position. And so you find that those who later came out from my set and became success today, they can watch this video, and they were those who later in life encountered me and are influenced their ideology about life. Education is different from going to school.
That's right.
Being educated is not necessarily what your teacher impacted on you, but your relationship with people while in the four walls of schooling, and at the same time, the ability for a teacher to stir your innovative gene, the innovation in you, to become a solution to problem. Not necessarily following the formula to solve a problem, but creating your own ideology to solve that same problem. So I left school, both from secondary school to university, and I came into life to understand that the essence of education is providing solution. And so what makes you a success, what makes you a god in the affairs of men, is not how intelligent you are, but how you were able to create solution that people start emulating. And so you ask yourself, do you want to give birth to children that emulate others, or you want to give birth to children that follow the new paths that others will follow? Hence, Uzih said, I will follow the paths that people will follow. Obviously, you are here. Are you not here?
Yes, I'm here.
Did I not follow the path? Did you not follow? I know they laugh, but all of us cannot be the same. Sometimes when I tell people, say you have to pay money to come and meet me, you have to pay millions of naira, and they say, oh God, you cannot help the poor. I say, I cannot help the poor. The question here is it a crime to be a poor person?
No, but it's a crime to remain poor.
But must you become poor? Must you remain poor? Is what I say. Is it a crime to be poor? No. Must you remain poor? No. So you have to. It's a crime to your ancestors to remain poor. And most time, wealth is not individually hold, but collectively hold. Hence, the most powerful family on earth, the most powerful family, I use the word family, Family in the sense that it's not a one-man thing. But in African spirituality, in Africa today, not Africa, in Africa today, everybody in Uzih family wants to become a rich person. But they fail to understand that somebody can fall apart and every person in Uzih family follows that path and build the Uzih empire. Just as we have the Rothschild, we have the Rockefellers. The Rothschild, they control almost 70% of the world wealth. And then when they were done, what did they do? They moved out of business, established NGOs. And most of the NGOs start investing in banks. All of their wealth, they excommunicated themselves with the wealth. Do you know Rothschild?
No, but I did my research.
I made a post yesterday. I said 80% of Nigerians don't know who is called Rothschild. But Rothschild have more than 16 banks in Nigeria.
They are Jewish family.
You think it's the Hebrew family? The Hebrew family in Nigeria, though they are the richest family in Africa, they are only taking a percentage from what Rothschild already had. Even the address you are going is Rothschild. Franchise to some of the biggest fashion is Rothschild. The World Bank is Rothschild. IMF is Rothschild. The most powerful, biggest banking institution in the world, from America to Europe, is Rothschild. Even some of the biggest crisis you find on earth as part of Africa and the Middle East is sponsored by them. Because the truth is this: if you find out you have oil in your community, wouldn't you want that oil to be excavated, used for the betterment of that community and the people around? Now, when that happens, you know what happens? The people become comfortable, rich, and successful. And when that happens, we no longer have the Rothschild family. And so it's not God, it's not deity, it's not ancestors. They deceive you that it's somebody up they're going to meet to give you heaven. So you have hope. They give you the ability for you to have hope. Even us in African spirituality, we teach you hope. Because in African spirituality, there's something we call hierarchy. Without hierarchy, there is chaos. But there's a certain way hierarchy gets to. If you that is below the hierarchy don't want to do an exchange, it causes commotion, it causes more poverty. So what happened? When Uzih family, the Uzih Udoran family, lived for at least 3,000 years, let HK family be able to take over. If they refuse to take over, sometimes we become tired. And one of our offspring start leaking the secret. That is what is happening in the Roman Catholic Church today. And I bet with my blood, no single black man can ever rise to become a pope. It was said by the Flavian. You know Flavian? You know the Flavian family?
Yes.
Who are the Flavian family?
That has the major say when it comes to the
Roman Catholic.
Yes, Roman Catholic.
They are the one that wrote the Bible.
Yeah.
They are the one that wrote the Bible. They were the founder of Christianity. Emperor Constantine was a Flavian. Caesar was born into the Flavian family. As at the time of Emperor Constantine, there was no Christianity, but there was a movement of African spirituality that worshiped God the Father, Son, and the Mother. Not Holy Spirit. Come, let me show you. This is God the Father, Asa, Osiris, God the Son, Heru, Horus, and God the Mother, all set, Isis. But are you a feminist?
No.
They made women feminists by telling them that Osiris was leading over her, whereas true power is in woman. True power is in woman. So when the brother Seth killed him, she went to revive him. Why did Seth kill him? He slept with Seth's wife. Seth is his own brother. They are four siblings, 2 girls. Look at his sister, Nephthys. This is Seth's wife. So he, Ulcer, which is God the Father, slept with Nephthys, because Nephthys is the goddess of the underworld, and gave birth to the person that owns this house. You know who owns this house? Anubis. I gave birth to Anubis. You get it now? Sets up to kill Anubis. As an African person, you shouldn't have a dog in your house. Dog, yes, if you worship deities, you shouldn't have a dog in your house. Dog is forbidden by every ancient deity. So the only way, imagine, see the wife of this man. This man sleep with his sister to give birth to her. She was never angry. And the husband of the sister killed him. Why did you sleep with my wife? Now the husband want to say, a wife, don't get belly, born this person. What did this one do? This one has to protect the child of the husband that sister gave birth to. He now turned him to a jackal. Jackal looked like a dog. So when Seth was coming, so there is the child. He saw this one standing with a dog. He said, oh, so you have reduced yourself and you now have a dog by your side. He didn't know it was the son of Osiris, just to protect. And yet he never still born, but he was taking care of another woman child. That's to tell you the power of woman. And then what happened? When he died, his body was scattered everywhere. What it means is that the husband, the love of her life, is dead. Meaning she can no longer have a child for him. But the sister, his concubine, has already had his child. If now you know the verse, she was not angry. What did she do? She went to meet Nephthys that have given birth. How do we raise our husband? She was the god of the underworld. And they started looking for the part of this man. They look for the part, but they're not going to see a penis. And not see a penis because fish don't chop a penis. They draw everywhere. She now used from a clay to make a penis for him. After he became, she made love to him. There is no way he can stay on earth. He has to go back to the underworld. After making love to him, he gave birth to this. That's where they say immaculate conception. It was not immaculate, but because everybody in the world already know that this man is dead, they now wonder, how did she get pregnant? Did she cheat and sleep with another deity that was sort of Mary? You are a virgin. How come you were able to give birth to a child when no man has ever crossed you? But they didn't know the mystery was Osiris was raised. Guess people went work together to raise Osiris. The people that worked together to raise Osiris was Anubis, herself, and Nephthys. Anubis performed it. Do you know when the ritual was to go on, according to the ritual of resurrection, the wife cannot be at the head, it will be at the tail. And so when they were to call the spirit into the body, he said, listen, your wife or said called to thee. Your beloved one called to thee. Come, possess this body. When you get to the time of Nephthys, he said, listen, your beloved, the one you love, called unto you. She did not get angry. Nigerian women, when hunger beats them, they run from off from Nigeria, go do house help, and still they come divorce their husband because they don't enter America. They on internet, they do feminism, they cannot do it. But today, even in my family, in my house, the royal family, I am not the king. That I don't bear king, I bear Lord. I am the spiritual custodian of the water religion and the Hodorian family. The head of my house is my first wife.
Maybe.
Yes, he's the head of my family.
That's your wife, that's not your first wife, but we don't know any other one at the moment.
But I will have a second wife now. So when I get my second wife become who? The assistant. I have no say in the house. The protection of the children is in the hands of my wife. We hear the nonsense that a man provide and protect. A man does not provide and protect. Woman provide, protect the house. We are slaves. As a man, you know what you do? You need the energy of your wife to be able to get. You know, Armstrong, go buy me pure water. Is it Armstrong that have the money to buy the pure water? Not me, they give her money. That's the work of a man in the life of a woman. And that is why, for Armstrong to agree to go buy me water, I must have treated Armstrong well. I must have respected. That is why they told you, women, respect your husband. That's when your man can tap from you this thing. And they tell men, the moment you start tapping and getting blessings from your wife, what do? Protect, provide. Because she does not have the physical strength to go get, but she has the spiritual power to bless you to get the money. So when the money comes, don't give. For the idiot, when they marry the wife finish and money come, they'll go carry girlfriend outside. Spend more on the girlfriend than on the wife. Me, I spend on girlfriend, but whatever, if I'm giving my wife 1 million, my girlfriend is taking 500. It doesn't matter how many I get, I have the money to take to do that. So you see, I tell people, the marriage you guys practice today in the Bible and on earth today was designed by the Greek and the Roman. For what purpose? To keep us in one place. Hope we all know, say, statistics don't finally come out. See, as we talk to you now, more than 4 billion women will not see husband that will pay their bride price. Are you aware of that?
So I heard.
So if I say I'm married today, you know they're gonna, what about goddess raising? You know, I was talking to one lady. He said, what about goddess raising? You know, this is my wife there for on the phone. So what did goddess raising to you? Because for you to ask of what about goddess raising, meaning you have a bad intention.
No, she just wants to be in the know. You are coming into another woman's house, clearly.
The question here is this. Has there been a time that I put my camera online that I've not been talking about having a second wife?
Yeah.
Some people might consider it as cruise.
To me, I just felt that maybe the way the recent time has been designed, everybody is afraid.
Every woman's brain is now becoming selfish. Yeah. So you think what you can do to another woman is what a goddess can. I am married to a goddess. He cannot think like you. She knows that for my husband to become the God that men will worship for the next 3,000 years, my energy alone cannot give him.
Yeah, she knows. She was signed.
Well, you don't need to sign for that. Isis is not Isis without Osiris. Osiris is not Osiris without Isis. They became Trinity today because of a side chick. Or there will not be God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. That's why let me tell you something. Most times, not most times, all the time, your first wife, let me say this, your first wife is not the one that will make you the God you are. Your first wife is the light you need that you now get to the road. Okay, we are here now. Now we are facing war. See, make a decision to live a simple life and that's it. You know a person they call Wigwe, Access Bank. Mm-hmm. Is there that be? You know that's the end. Did he have money?
Yes, he has money.
But I will be remembered. Even though say he get university, I will be worshipped, I will be remembered, I will make more impact than any of, it's not a cause, than any of her generation, his generation will make. Not because he just married one wife, but because the spiritual insight of what it means to build an empire is not there. Is not there. That is why Obasanjo can never be forgotten. It's not possible. So you think Odumegwu Ojukwu na one woman he get for him life?
For you?
Wetin make am go far? See, women, if you know what you carry, you open your leg only for a man that even if you not marry you tomorrow, he will still respect you and honor the fact that that little minute you spent with him made an impact. But women have been able to sell, and sometimes you sleep with men and you deposit your star and your glory into them, and they will use it for nothing. After they come finish, they'll carry it go. You know, so you put star on them. And you find that, see, some men are walking around with a lot of women's star in their body that they don't know what to say, how to use it. And you go like, okay, you carry star plenty. And that's why they talk about, I know they see the money or them. I don't try, this was supposed to be 1 million.